What's up? Welcome back to the channel. Hope y'all having another good day. Your boy Everything Diesel bringing you some more content, y'all. So today is finally the day we're going to be throwing on the Banks hot and cold side intercooler boost tube pipes for the 6.7 Cummins, my 2014 Ram 3500 dually. All right, this is way past due, and you guys, this is a mod. Whether you got a stock truck, if you got a 4-gen, you want to do this. Whether you got a stock truck or you got a built, whatever you have, this is something you want to do, okay? Because when I take out the old boost tubes, you're gonna be like, holy, you're gonna say some stuff, okay? So I'm done talking. I'm gonna show you guys what we're working with. And then also one more thing, make sure you smash that like button before we get started, because this is gonna be a good video. At the end, stick around because I will have a comparison driving it with the new pipes installed. I think it's gonna be a good video. I know you guys are gonna love it. Drop the comments down below, tear it up. I wanna hear what y'all gotta say after we're done with this, okay? Let's get this started. Oh yeah, it's going down. So we come out here today, y'all. Got the hood popped already. So you can see right now, we got the brand new, actually, you know, 1 second. Let me take y'all off my little tripod. That way we can get close and personal with the engine, all right? So we come over here, we got the Banks hot and cold side pipes. I'm gonna be real, I don't know which one's which yet, but I just set them up there for now. We got the hot and cold side pipes from Banks, 3.5-inch piping, y'all. Super fat and thick. This is not no cheap. I mean, look at how clean that is on the inside. It's not no thin, cheap, whatever. I know for the longest, a couple videos ago, like last month, I was asking y'all what should I do, powder coat them or paint them or leave them as is. After long consideration, I told myself I'm gonna leave them as it is, because on these 6.7s, you don't see the stuff. You know what I'm saying? If I'm just standing here looking down, it's really hard to see the stuff down there. So I'm not gonna waste the money to powder coat them. On top of that, there's a 9 out of 10 chance they're going to get scratched installing them, because I'm not gonna lie, on these 4-gens, it kind of sucks putting these on. But that's what this video is for. If I know any tips or anything, I'm definitely gonna tell you guys. One thing I will say is that you want to take your wheel liners out, absolutely. Both sides, if you're doing hot and cold side. So if you didn't know, a little knowledge, all right? Hot side pipe, right? Hot side is on the turbo. Cold side is on the intake manifold side. The reason why it's called the hot pipe is because it goes directly from your turbo to your intercooler, right? Turbo is going to push out that hot air. It's going to go through the intercooler, which is going to cool and condense the air down so it can be more powerful. And it comes out on the cold side over here, which goes into your engine, okay? Now, why would you want to do this upgrade? It goes back to basic 101 to make more power, right? If you want more power, you need more air, more fuel, okay? So this is going to be the air side for it. Now, before you go crazy, this is not some 100 horsepower mod. Like, it doesn't work like that. But in terms of efficiency and velocity, this is going to help, because it's notorious and everybody knows the 4th-gen cold or hot side pipe has a nasty dent on it from factory. They did the dent on purpose just to get it in so it can conform, which is extremely ugly, inefficient. We're gonna fix that today. Another thing too to take note is that the older your trucks get, you want to keep an eye on your boost tubes, all right? Or because what happens is over time they get brittle, especially the factory ones, which are super thin. They get brittle and they start to have super small little micro cracks, and you can't see the cracks when they're cold, but when the engine heats up, the cracks are going to expand, which means you're going to have a boost leak, right? So, you know, this is a 2014, so we're looking at, what, 8-something years old, or 14, so let me do the math real quick. 6 plus 4, dang, 8, yep, so 8 years old, right? So, you know, it's something you want to keep your eyes on, okay? So what we're going to do, get started. Oh, also, almost forgot. Comes with all new clamps, super thick, from Banks. I will have a link down below for these, for the whole piping kit. From Banks, you can order just one side. You can order just the cold side or just the hot side with the clamps and boots, or you can order both, all right? I highly recommend doing both, but obviously do as you see fit, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. First thing we're gonna do is remove the wheel well liners, and I'm gonna remove the intake box. Nothing crazy, very simple, so I'm gonna get back with y'all once I do that, okay? All right, so we got the wheel liners out, air box is out. I hate taking out 4th-gen wheel liners because of because of the flares. I took this one out, check that out. Look at all that crap. All that was sitting in there. Cancer. All right, so we get instant access. There's your cold side pipe looking very aged. And then we come over here and we got the hot side. This right here is what I was telling y'all about. That ain't it. That ain't it right there. All right. So we're gonna get this right. So I'm gonna start on the hot side pipe because the hot side is the, well, it sucks. Oh man. All right. Got a little workout in right there. So you guys went ahead and took the hot side out. The hot side's out now. Get that old clamp off because we're not using that junk no more. Oh, they put a little Chrysler stamp on it. Cute. All right. All right, so wanted to show y'all side-by-side comparison. This is why you want to do this, okay? So first things first, you have this hideous dent, man. I mean, we pay a lot of money, and I say we because I, you know, 8-year-old truck. I think I bought it last year, 7 years. Like, you know, still paid a worthy amount of money. And to pay that much money for these trucks, man, knowing that they were coming brand new from dealership like this is like, it's a letdown. I'm not gonna lie, it's a letdown. Hey, but have no fear, Banks is here, okay? So like I was telling y'all, these older trucks, man, these boots, they get brittle and they get little cracks in them. And eventually, you won't see it by the naked eye unless you spray it with some soap while it's running, or, you know what I'm saying, do a boost leak check. But these get cracks in it and you end up losing boost. So we have the new ones with the new couplers. I just wanted to show you guys. So dent, ugly, no dent. 2 3/4 inches diameter, 3.5 inch diameter. Huge upgrade. I mean, I can see that dent. I don't know if you guys can see that, man, but see that dent way back there? It's just ugly. So we're gonna go ahead, wish me luck, but we're gonna go ahead and start putting the new ones in. This side at least. The cold side is a lot easier than the hot side. The hot side, it's basically we got to be able to fish it through here, but also get the couplers on. So I got a couple of tricks on my sleeve. I'm gonna test out. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the couplers and I'm gonna slide them. I'll lube this up. I'm gonna slide the couplers all the way on, and then I'm gonna position the pipe in place, and then I'll be able to, and then hopefully I'll still be able to slide the couplers onto like the turbo and onto the intercooler. All right, so I'm gonna try that. Wish me luck. I'll get back with y'all as soon as we get this bad Larry installed. Sweet Jesus. Y'all listening? Your man just won a battle right now. Check this out right now. Come on. All right. I don't even know where to start. Let me come to this side so I can actually talk and show y'all. All right, y'all, check it out. How in the hell did I get this in here? Good question. I don't know. But I will tell you what I did, though, to get it in here. All right? So, they tell you to, in the instructions, they tell you to put the couplers on first and then put the pipe in. That's all they say. I'm going to tell you what I did, and honestly, I think this was the best route, okay? So what you're going to want to do is you want to put that bottom coupler, and both the couplers are the same on both sides. You want to put that bottom coupler on the pipe, all right? Don't use Windex. Don't use that crap because it doesn't, it's not, you need lubrication. I'm telling you right now, okay? Get you some Vaseline. Don't worry, it's not gonna slide off. It's not gonna pop off. By the time it gets hot, it's gonna go away. Trust me, I've been doing this for a while. So you want to coat the entire, not the entire, but basically as far as the pipe can go, you want to coat that coupler with Vaseline and push that coupler all the way up on it. Make sure you coat it good because you're gonna have to wiggle it around a little bit once it's installed. Coat that inside there, okay? So put that coupler on. Make sure it gets a little tricky, but have your clamps in the ready positions, meaning like, because once it's in there, it's gonna suck. You ain't gonna be able to get your clamps on unless you undo it and try to wrap it around, and that sucks. All right. So put that coupler on down there with the pipe. All right. You're gonna come in from the bottom, right here from the bottom. Come up with the pipe. This coupler, you can have it chilling somewhere. You don't need that. Doesn't get involved yet. You're gonna route that pipe up through. It's a super tight fit, as you can see. Route that pipe up through with the coupler on there. You want to, once you get it up past the intercooler opening, you want to come over here and put this coupler on the boost tube. Do the same thing. Coat that sucker on the inside with Vaseline, so you can slide that coupler all the way back on there, okay? And then what you're gonna do from there, or at least what I did, was once I put the coupler on this side, I went ahead and put it on the turbo side, and then I came back and I put it on the intercooler side. The reason why you're coating the inside with Vaseline is because you want those couplers to give you as much space as possible. So by coating the inside, you can slide it all the way back, like slide the couplers all the way onto the boots or into the tube, and then once you get it in position, you're essentially sliding it down, okay? But you gotta do one side. You have to do it the way I did it. If not, you're gonna be in a world for hurting. This was a workout, goddamn. All right, so take it from the top. This one, put that boot on, put it on the pipe, come in from the bottom, and feed the intercooler pipe through. Once you get it fed through, come up here, put that coupler on the, put it on there, and then from there, put it on the turbo. Have your clamps in the ready position. Now, what's cool with Banks is they don't tell you necessarily exactly how to get it in, but they tell you the orientation to have your clamps, just so you don't like put it on backwards or something. So you see here, turbo facing up, facing out, facing out, facing down, you know what I'm saying? So you just want to have it there. I have not tightened anything yet. I'm about to. I just had to show you guys real quick what we doing. It is a extremely tight fit, but it actually doesn't, it's not really rubbing on anything, minus that, but that's, I can fix that myself. That's for me. Something else I was going to say that is very cool Banks does is this coupler right here. And thank you, Banks. If you're watching this, thank you, thank you, thank you. So instead of them just doing a plain Jane straight intercooler boot like all the companies do, they actually make it to where it has a, I think they call it a swell side, where basically it's oblong and it's offset. What that does is it essentially gives you some axial play in terms of being able to get that sucker in there. So what they did was they made this tube shorter, but they made the couplers a little longer, the boots a little longer. What that does is it makes it a lot easier, because it's a lot easier to bend plastic than it is, or rubber or whatever it's made out of, than it is to bend some damn metal. So they make this a little shorter, and I'm going off of the pusher kit, because we put on my boy Adrian's truck on his 2013, he did the pusher 3.5-inch pipe kit. It was not, it was much harder to install on there, on his, and he has the same turbo like me except a 363. It's much harder to install that kit than this one, just because what Banks does with that coupler right there. And this one too, because they're angled. This is good, this is good. Like, this is good R&D right here. It took me about, let's see, what time is it? About an hour. It took me about, a little over an hour, maybe an hour and 15 to get that pipe in. So, and this side, it's much nicer. A lot nicer doing that side. This is the hard side, that's why I wanted to get it done with first. So I'm so excited. I'm gonna go ahead and tighten down these clamps, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put those on, tighten those in, and we're gonna get it from there. All right, one more thing I forgot to show you guys. Drop the sway bar, 15 mil, 4 15 mil bolts. Drop it, let it hang, because you're not gonna be able to come up in here. You are not going to be able to feed that pipe through, because this is the gap. You're gonna feed it through here, AC compressor through here, up, and you're gonna basically route it through up there with this on, okay? So you're not gonna be able to get that in because the boot's too fat. So you gotta take the sway bar off. Super simple. This is the orientation I have for my clamps. Good, solid ass clamps, solid boot, super beefy, doesn't touch anywhere. It's not gonna dig in, doesn't touch the compressor. As you can see, tons of clearance, not worried about anything here. This sucker's in. It almost sucks that we're gonna have to take off that side over by the turbo here in a couple weeks, because we have some stuff coming in. But I wanted to show y'all what this is, and then from down here you can see over here, there's your cold side. Whoever assembled this from the dealership, because I'm sure this never got taken off, thanks, you're a asshole, because this is facing like in the worst position ever to get a socket on there, so that'll be fun. Alright guys, I'm gonna take this part off. Alright y'all, we are officially done. It's all in. I know the coupler's upside, it says Banks upside down, whatever. Yup, cold side pipe is in and it looks pretty good, if I do say so myself. Yes, sir. Like I said, this side is nowhere near as bad as the other side. This side probably took me about 30 minutes. Took longer getting the old one off than it did the new one. When you do this one, that top side coupling, just slide that all the way down so it's flush with the top, and then put your coupler down here, put that on first, and then just put it in, make sure your clamps are oriented, put it in there, you know, get it lined up, slide the coupler up onto the intake manifold, and that's all she wrote. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and put the intake back in, slap the cold air intake in. I'm just enjoying looking at it right now because here in a little bit I'm not even gonna be able to see it. Went ahead and wiped down the turbo. S369 Smedden, doing good. It just looks really good, man. I just hate to see it get buttoned up because I'm never gonna, probably not gonna see it again for a while, or at least until next time I'm working over here. But yeah, let y'all know, and then we will start her up and take her for a spin. Yeah. Well, everything was a success. Super clean. All I'm gonna do is slap the wheel liners on. We're gonna take her for a spin, see how it feels, if there's anything noticeable. Go from there. I'm telling y'all, man. Sponsor of this video today. Not really a sponsor, but shout out to some Vaseline petroleum jelly. That stuff right there is gonna make your life 20 times easier. I've used it plenty of times in the past. Never had anything slip off, like no issues. So this is the way, man. Sounds good. All right. Can definitely hear the turbo whistle a little bit more once I let off the gas, the pedal. Yeah, you hear the whistle a little bit more. Okay. Yeah, I like that. So I think it's noticeable, especially from a stop. Spool's a little snappier. And no, it's not the placebo effect. You guys know me, man. I'm a straight shooter when it comes to this type of stuff. If it works, it works. If it don't work, it don't work. But right now, one, the sound is different. The tone is a lot throatier. Like it's almost breathing more. And then, yeah, from a stop, it spools up a little bit faster, like a little bit sooner. When I say a little bit, I'm talking like maybe like half a second, maybe 1 second, a little quicker. For this though, right here, I like it. It's definitely a noticeable mod. Those of y'all, some of y'all don't remember, some of y'all might. On my third gen, my white third gen, I did the same thing, except I did the intercooler too. I did the Mishimoto though. Mishimoto pipes, 3.5 inch pipes with the Mishimoto intercooler. That was a game changer. So this is good. So we didn't do the intercooler on this one. We did just the boost pipes, which still, you know, the intercooler is going to do its job. I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, I like it. Look at this right now. Like, look at the road. Oh my goodness, it's like a roller coaster. God bless. What type of construction is this? Oh my goodness. I like that. I like that, yeah. Okay. I digs it, I digs it. I mess with it, man. So like I was telling y'all, man, this is definitely a mod you want to do on your truck. Whether you got a bone stock truck, a modified truck, heavily modified, like you do not want to be running those small wimpy stock OEM hot and cold side pipes. I already put mine where they belong, in the trash. I put them in the trash can already. I kept the clamps. I like to keep the clamps just in case, you never know. I've been in a few sticky situations before. But yeah, so highly recommend this. I think this is a winner. Not only the performance side of it. Oh wow, that's the first electric F-150. Anyways, I'm sorry. Obviously, it's a good performance mod. Banks claims that these flow 109% better than OEM. I believe that. I mean, you're going almost double the size, so, or actually almost an inch wider diameter. So it's good stuff. Yeah, that whistle's way more pronounced now. Hopefully you guys can pick it up on the camera. When you let off the throttle, and you can hear, I used to not be able to hear that whistle like that before, which is kind of nice. Yeah, I like it. I digs it. Hey man, that 369 is a good turbo. It definitely is a good turbo. Whew. All right, you guys, so I approve 100%. Like I said, I know I said it multiple times, but this is definitely something you want to do. I will have a link down below to Banks' website, along with a link to these specific pipes if you got a 4th gen. They also have it for the 3rd gens, and they got it for Duramaxes and I believe Power Strokes. Well, I know they got it from Duramaxes, but they also have them for Power Strokes too. So definitely is a good mod, regardless of the type of diesel you have. But for these 4th gens, you definitely want to do these for sure. So until next time, you guys, take care, be safe. We'll be back soon. I'm gonna be dropping some more content, so smash thumbs up on your way out. Drop a comment. I want to hear what you guys got to say. Until next time, take care, be safe, peace out, and I will see you guys soon.